Good morning, sports fans. Welcome to the Cheap Seats. I'm Scott Kirby along with Joe Ryan, and we are live at the 2014 Graue Incorporated Invitational Barbecue Cookoff located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street here in Lincoln. Everyone is invited to come out and vote on their favorite team and talk barbecue cooking with the best in Logan County. It's free to stop by. It's free smells. Joe's mouth is watering right now.
Oh, it smells good. Better than donuts.
Yeah, anytime we do these things, our speech is slurred because our mouths are watering.
Well, yours is slurred for a different reason.
But if you want to judge, if you want to come out and judge and sample the delicious chicken and pork, it's only $10, and you will enjoy 8 samples of chicken and 8 samples of pork. And all proceeds benefit the Logan County Humane Society. So
it's all going to a good cause, good food, good people, good
$10, and you're going to get 16 samples, 8 of each, and you're going to go home full.
And it's a beautiful day.
It is.
Nice out compared to how it has been.
Right. Stick around after this show from 10 to noon. Enjoy Jim from the Lincoln Country Morning Show Drive and Jeff number 2 from the Classic Rock Experience. And as always, Lisa, the Fix 96 Prize Girl, will be here with a bunch of prizes to hand out. For more information on everything that's going on at Graue Incorporated, phone 735-4444.
But if they want to see us, they got to get out here before 10 o'clock, right?
Right.
Vern Turner looking, I can barely see him in that camo gear over there.
He's blending in. Yeah, so come on out. We got several tents set up. I can see at least 10 right in front of us, and we got a few behind us. So it looks like a pretty big deal
it's
here.
Cool.
Yeah,
very cool.
Right now, we've got Shawn Taylor with us. He is from the Logan Lanes Family Fun Center. Good morning, Shawn.
Co-owner, correct? Co-owner?
Co-owner, that's correct. Thanks, guys, for having me out today. And you're right, it smells great. Unbelievable. Great turnout, too.
You want to throw out your other co-owner's name, give him a little press?
Yeah, Keith Hasbury. In fact, he's celebrating his 20th wedding anniversary in Tunica right now, so he's out of town.
Oh, wow. I thought you said 20th birthday. Hang on a liar. He's older than that. Well, you know what? Before we get started, I'd like to, hats off to you. You guys have really, how long have you owned the Bull now?
Unbelievably 14 years.
Holy cow, it's been that long?
Yeah, it feels like about 7, but it's been 14
14 years. Hats off to you because you've really made the Bull Alley a fun place to be. You've revamped it, done some work in there. It was a great place. Growing up, our parents dropped us off out there. You hung there, for 5 or 6 hours. They were a babysitting service. Jimmy Hazley, he'd give us whippings out back, straighten us up. But I know that he was glad when the parents would come pick us up. Is that still going on today?
It still goes on every day, absolutely, and it's quite okay. We rarely have any problems at all, and the kids are great, and it's a safe place for them to be dropped off and have a good time.
Well, as they say, this ain't the 70s anymore. You can't give them a spanking out back.
That's right. No more. No
You'll
more
be
of that.
in trouble. But anyway, hats off to you because you've made it. It's a family place. It's cleaned up. You got great food. You have specials all the time. You're giving back to the community a lot. So thanks for that.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate that. We appreciate it. We love this place. I'm from California. I never go back. I love the small town feel. That's the truth.
Never? Not even this winter you're thinking, what am I doing?
No.
Not even when the Eagles play the Niners in a championship playoff game for the Super Bowl?
That's a yes. I will go back for that. Okay. Absolutely.
I knew we had you on something there. Don't ever say never.
Never say never. That's right.
But he'll come back. He's not going to live out there, I guess is what he's trying to say.
Okay, is that what he's trying to say? But he's a big Eagles fan in case any callers want to come in and say anything to him. Randall Cunningham, any of those guys you want to make fun of, call us.
We will be going to the Super Bowl this year, I'm sure.
Oh, he's sure. Oh, okay, he said he's sure.
You got to get through Arizona, my friend.
Oh, okay.
All right, so let's kind of get down to some things that you'd like to talk about today. So, you want to tell us a little bit about what some of the new programs you got going on this summer out at Logan Lanes?
Absolutely. In fact, the first one I'd like to talk to you about is it's the biggest program I've seen in 10 years. Super excited about it. It's called Kids Bowl Free. You go to, it's real simple, you go to kidsbowlfree.com, you sign up for Logan Lanes as your bowling center, and every child in Logan County under the age of 15 will get 2 free games a day, every single day, all summer long.
Really?
This is no joke. We just started this program about 3 weeks ago, and we have 531 kids as of this morning already signed up from Logan County. So it's a great program. It's nationwide. There's 2,000 bowling centers across the U.S. that are involved. And so it's been going on for 5 years, and there's 5.8 million kids registered in the United States. But the fact that we have 531, we expect to get to 1,000. And it's
You expect to get to 1,000 before it starts?
Yeah, no, it's already started. Started the 15th of this month already, and we're already seeing kids come in every day with it. But we expect to get to 1,000 before the end of the summer.
No kidding.
Yes, and it's a way to get the youth back into bowling is the key to it, and it's a really great thing. You can also go on there and buy a family pass, which we've had 45 families do that for $24.95. The families can bowl all free all summer long with them, so mom and dad can bowl free with the kids all summer long.
And what are your summer hours?
$24.95. We're open 7 days a week. We open at 11 a.m. every day, with the exception of Wednesdays. We open at 3 o'clock, and it's good all the time. The only thing it's not good for is Cosmic on Friday and Saturday nights from 10 to midnight.
And you have the food going every day, or
food is going every single day, absolutely. And our food is really picked up. And a lot of people think, oh, you can get lunch or dinner at the bowling alley. We have a very big menu, extensive menu. Look at loganlanes.com. We've got everything from chicken salads to chicken sandwiches. Our wraps are our best sellers. We sell 6 different kinds of wraps, and we'd just love to have you out for lunch.
I know it's really the only place in Lincoln where you can go and watch sports and eat.
You know, we especially during football season, we're the only place in town that has 8 direct TV boxes. So I don't care if you're a Cardinals fan or an Eagles fan or a Dolphins fan, you can come out and guaranteed to watch your game every Sunday, no matter what.
I'm hearing that a lot. Well, there's no place in Lincoln where we can go watch, like the game last night, the Blackhawks. There's nowhere we can go in Lincoln and eat and watch the game. You guys are forgetting about the Logan Lanes Family Fun Center.
We've got it.
I don't know how many big screen TVs out there.
Yeah, we've got 3 big screens and I think 15 27-inch TVs on top of that. And
you're very accommodating. If we want to see a game, I know you'll go over and change a channel. All you got to do is ask.
Right,
absolutely.
There's several TVs, so that's not even an issue. I mean, it's a great place and all kinds of beverages and food, so get out there.
We've got a full bar also. That's correct.
We've and sometimes that will attract people.
Absolutely.
I know we've had a few chamber meetings out there, and the meals have been delicious and always. And I want to throw this out there. You know, a lot of these places out here, a lot of people don't know this, but a lot of these places out here have watered down their fountain pop. You know, that's not like it used to be when we were kids getting pop and then getting spankings out back of the bowling alley. The bowling alley
jacked up on sugar.
They haven't changed that syrup, if you will.
You will get the full sugar effect.
Oh, I'm going to tell you what, it's
correct.
the best place to get pop in town. It's good. If that's got anything to do with your life, if you like pop, come on out to the bowling alley.
You tend to water it down with something else.
It's good. No, that's straight pop in there. It's like heroin. Pop. It's good. It'll barely pour out of your glass. It's so thick. You can't even get it over ice.
It is good stuff.
Now, Shawn, I know that this is a big program, but what else do you guys offer out there besides bowling?
Well, we've got, we're one of the few places that actually have an arcade still. You know what I mean? I don't even think anybody else in Lincoln has an arcade, but we've got an arcade with air hockey and foosball. We got 3 pool tables. We have, of course, the indoor golf simulators that don't get used a whole lot in the summertime, but get used a lot in the wintertime. And if you hadn't had a chance to use those, it's a great experience. 40 different golf courses, Pebble Beach, St. Andrews, real golf clubs, real golf balls.
You have a league? Is that right? A golf league during the winter?
Yeah, we have golf league in the winter. In fact, we've got our regular golf league on Monday night, and then we have Eaton's Golf League on Tuesday night that they come out and play on Tuesday nights for that. And we, of course, have our birthday room, which also doubles as a community room, which is free for anybody in the community to use. We have a lot of Boy Scout organizations.
Go back through that again, because a lot of people don't know about free things.
Yes.
That's a free room you can come out there and use.
That is correct.
You can have a birthday party. It's awesome.
It holds 20 people comfortably, but we have the prison union uses it, the railroad union uses it, some Boy Scout and Girl Scout groups. If you want to run a pampered chef party, you can come out and use it for that. But it's completely free. Just call and book it anytime you need it. Absolutely.
Well, Joe, we had our fancy football draft there. Oh yeah, you weren't there. You had somebody do it for you. But
I'll tell you what, I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm a busy guy.
Yeah.
I'm a busy guy. You're but I know that I've seen several people use the room before, and it's if a birthday party, and I think as far as a kid's birthday, the best part about it is that you're popping in the front door and you're getting into the room. You're not having to go to the other end of the building or drag your kids through or drag all your cakes or whatever through. You're going right in the front door, and it's right off to the left.
Let's hit on that birthday party. You guys offer a package, don't you, where you supply everything?
We have 3 different packages, actually, and we do a lot of birthday parties. There's not a lot of places, again, especially in the winter, do birthday parties, but we've got a package. Our big package is $12.95 a kid, and you get hot dog, chips, unlimited soda, 2 games of bowling, shoe rental. We give the kids a bowling pin for the other kids to sign and take home with them as a souvenir from the birthday party. And we have birthday hosts now, too. We have girls that are birthday hosts that just come in, basically, to take care of you and your party, so you don't have to do anything as a parent. Makes it kind of nice.
That's what we like as parents. Don't have to do anything.
Hey, we're right back to get dropped off again.
Sean, here's 30 kids. We'll be back later.
Take care of my birthday party. Absolutely.
Hey, do you still have the Buccaneer pinball machine? Can we get that back? The Buccaneer?
Nothing. Any team that Adam White likes, we will not have their pinball machine.
That was fun. The old Buccaneer. There's just the pirate ships and stuff on that thing, and we'd play it forever.
That's right.
And you guys also have this is bigger for the older folk, the legalized gambling machines.
We do. We have video poker machines. In fact, we're voted favorite video gaming in Logan County. A lot of people like to come here because it's not quote-unquote a bar experience when you come to Logan Lane, so we have a lot of people of all different ages that come out and enjoy them. And one more thing I did want to step on, we still obviously have our bowling leagues that still go on in the summer and winter also. In fact, our kids' leagues start this Monday night. But we have a new program. It's a free league. This is no joke.
Free?
Again, free. People think you say free, they don't want to believe it.
Yep.
But we are trying something on Wednesday nights. It's at 6:30, free. You could bring a team of 4 out to bowl. It's an 8-week league, no cost, $200 to the first place team that we're sponsoring. No shoe rental costs, no bowling costs, 100% free.
Free.
We want people to come out and bowl in a league.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Very cool. Very cool. Is your as we talk about this bowling, I mean, like, it's a pretty broad question, but is bowling for everyone?
Bowling is for everyone. I've always said there's 2 lifetime sports, golf and bowling. And what brings me to mind of that is miniature golf. You know, grandparents can take the grandkids miniature golfing. They can also bring the kids bowling. We have bumpers set up. We have ball ramps for real little kids that they can set the ball on the ramp and it rolls down the ramp and goes down the lane. But yeah, it's an all-age sport. People talk about they're worried about their knees and stuff like that, and I understand all that, but you can actually just walk up to the line and throw the ball from there too and have a great time. Definitely a sport for all ages.
Well, let's pick your brain a little bit on because I wouldn't have any idea. You'd think I might know this, but as talented as I am,
you don't know.
What makes you a good bowler? How do you become a good bowler?
Practice.
Like golf, huh?
And yes, just like golf, it is a sport. It's a tough sport. You know, it's the top people like the Tim Gisslers who have 52 300 games. They didn't get that.
Throw some of those out there.
Right, they didn't get that way.
Well, let's pause there a minute.
Goofing around.
Does Timmy Gisler really have 52?
Tim Gisler has 52 300 games.
52 300 games. That's incredible.
God, do you get a ring for every time you hit 300?
No, not anymore. You just get one now. But you used to.
Sticker.
You used to.
Yeah,
he gets a sticker. Absolutely. But I mean, the example of that is that you just don't go out and shoot a 300 game. For instance, I've been bowling for 30 years and I do not have a 300 game. I average 200. I have 299 games. Right, but to achieve the level of that, you have to practice. You have to work on your game. 52.
Let's go like who's second, third place?
It's probably Mike O'Neill. Justin Steffens is right up there. Both those, but I think they're in the probably in the 30s. And I say, they only got 300 games. That's crazy, 300 games.
Amazing.
It really is. It really
now,
is.
There's a group that these guys are affiliated with? It's not just Logan Lanes. Is it like it's like the ABC?
Well, it's now the it used to be the ABC, and now it's the USBC. And actually, all of our leagues are affiliated with the USBC. It's kind of the governing body of bowling. And just like softball has a governing body, and if you're in Dart League, you sign up and you're sanctioned through that. But yeah, we have the USBC.
So it's a nationally recognized league. It's not just let's go out to Logan Lanes and bowl. I mean, you're recognized.
Absolutely. Your averages are kept, and there's a big master database. Bowl.com, in fact, has everybody's averages for the last 20 years on there. And
so best bowling movie, Kingpin?
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
let's hands down.
Yeah, let's rewind a little bit. Let's say somebody wants to come out and bowl. He wants to get on a team, but he hasn't really, bowled that much. He doesn't have an average. And I know you got a handicap and all that other confusing stuff. By the way, the electronic computing of your score is key. You remember in the old days, you had to...
A lot of people cheat.
Yeah.
But it's like golf.
Yeah.
No more keeping score by hand, and you brought up a good point. People think they have to be good to bowl in a league. We have people that bowl in league that average 90, not 190, but 90.
You didn't have to bring me up.
Sorry, Joe.
With a handicap of 120.
Right, but it's all of our leagues are handicapped, which makes it fair for all. So if you're in a league and you average 100 and you're bowling against guys that average 220, it's fair because you get handicap attitude.
Well, what if you don't know what your average is? Let's say Joe Schmo comes off the street. I want to bowl on the team, but I don't know my average.
They will establish the first night. They actually establish their average the first night, whatever they bowl that night, and then it changes week to week. And hopefully as they get better,
your average will go up and your handicap
that's
will go
right.
down.
That's
Just
the
kinda
object.
evens it out.
Absolutely.
So if you want to get a team together, well, I'm going to go out and get my butt kicked. Well, that handicap kind of fluctuates.
It makes everything fair. That's correct.
There you go.
Absolutely.
That's why it compares to golf. Tougher sport, golf or bowling?
Golf.
It's got to be golf.
In my opinion, golf by far.
How many lanes you have out there?
16 lanes, and bumpers are available on all 16 lanes all the time. It's not like the old days. Some people still think you got to blow up the bumpers. Remember the big tubes
Sure.
that had to be blown up and go in the gutters? Now they just pop right out of the gutter, so we can have bumpers for you anytime in 5 seconds. Real simple.
Yeah, there you go, Joe.
And throw a plug out there about Cosmic Bowl.
Cosmic Bowling is, in fact, we just dropped the price as of last night in the spring and summer. Cosmic Bowling, Friday and Saturday nights, 10 to midnight, $7. All you can bowl for 2 hours, includes your shoe rental. And we also do Cosmic for the younger kids, Saturday afternoons, 2 to 4. And they really, really enjoy that. In fact, that's a big birthday party time for us. It's 2 to 4 on Saturdays.
That's just cheap entertainment. You know?
Absolutely.
Take your kids to the bowling alley. They can be there for, that's cheap babysitting.
There we go to that again.
Going to be dropping them off. You'll never be on this show again.
Well, that's $7 for 2 hours, and like they said, the kids are, and they're monitored. I mean, if they're doing something wrong, you're not gonna.
The lanes are right in front of the desk.
You're
We're
gonna
watching
go say, "Hey, don't be doing that." Because
absolutely.
You know how teenagers are; they get a little crazy and start showing off, and obviously you can tear some stuff up there.
Yeah, you can. But
have you ever had a bowling ball go through the ceiling?
I have. I could tell you a quick story. Quick story about.
We like stories.
About 12 years ago, we had the college out, and a kid had a small bowling ball, and it was too tight for his hand, and it stuck to his thumb, and it went through the sprinkler in the ceiling, sheared the sprinkler off. Water just started pouring down onto the lanes. So we had to get a trash can real fast out there to collect the water and push it all off. But that is a true story.
Wow.
It was like I was just in shock for a minute before I was like, wait, we got to do something about this.
That's neat. That's going to do some damage.
It was crazy.
That's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
We didn't. Did we get to the highest series? Who's had the highest series?
Dave McIntyre had the highest series, 853, and I want to say that was about 5-6 years ago, and that's going to be a tough one to beat. That may never be
That's
beat.
an incredible.
That's 3 games of. Wow.
3 games, 853. There has been 900s now that have been bowled across the United States, about 20 of them in the last 10 years, but that's an amazing series. It really
Well,
is.
Dave had a few 300 games. He was a good
Dave
bowler.
had many. Dave, very, very, very good bowler.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's a good
In
bowler.
fact, his dad, Ron, from McIntyre's Appliance, had the first 9 strikes in a row Thursday night, and he almost did it himself.
He had 9 in a row?
He had the first 9 in a row, and then it kind of dropped the last ball. I hope he's not listening and I'm telling that story.
I would have taken a cell phone call and said, well, I couldn't finish. I'd have had a 300.
Right, there you go.
Give me my ring.
Yeah.
We got to get out of here.
Yeah. Well, Shawn, thanks for stopping in with us. Any other information that you want to throw out there?
Not really. Just again, I do one. Lock and Bash. We're going to have kids. We're going to keep them overnight. Memorial. Yes.
What?
We
are a crazy
man.
Free stuff, and you're keeping kids overnight.
Who needs daycare?
Somebody call 911.
Memorial Day, Sunday to Monday. We're going to keep the kids overnight, ages 5 to 15. And $20. We're going to feed them all night. They're going to bowl all night. We're going to have air hockey, pool tournaments. It's going to be a great time.
Who's going to be in charge of that?
Me.
Oh, man.
But all of our stuff's on Facebook. Just like us on Facebook. I think we have 2,500 followers. We post everything on there. But the biggest thing, check out that kidsbowlfree.com. I mean,
Absolutely.
It's great for the kids. It's a cheap entertainment. They can get out there and enjoy themselves, ride their bike to the bowling alley, during the week. But it was a pleasure being out here today, you guys, and it smells great. Eat lots of food and come out that free sampling. I know I'm going to do that, definitely.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming on, Shawn. Thanks for all you're doing out there at that
Thanks,
bowling
guys.
alley.
All right, that's Shawn Taylor, co-owner of Logan Lane's Family Fun Center, stopping in with us this morning. We're going to take a commercial break. We are at Graue for their Invitational Barbecue Cook-Off located out here at their facility. So come on out. They're starting to cook right now. It does smell good, so get on out here. Take a commercial break. You're in the Cheap Seats, 96.3 WLCNonline.com. Good morning. Welcome back to the Cheap Seats. I'm Scott Kirby along with my sidekick, Joe Ryan. We are at Graue Incorporated for their Invitational Barbecue Cook-Off here at 1905 North Kickapoo. We're here till 10. Jim and Jeff number 2 are here till noon. So come on out and enjoy
Visit, eat.
Free smells, eat. Be a judge if you want. For $10, you can enjoy
Get your
all
picture
the samples.
taken.
Right.
Get on the radio, say something stupid. We do.
We do.
Doesn't scare us.
Joe, it is Kentucky Derby Day.
Yeah, it's a great day. Love the Kentucky Derby.
We're going to try something here. Hopefully people are listening. They call in. You call in 737-3791 and give us who's going to win today, the Kentucky Derby, and you're going to win a free 2-topping large pizza from Stuffteria.
We hope.
We hope. Call in. Tell us who you like. Let's go over the field real quick. This is from starting order 1 through 20. Well, actually, it's 1 through 19 because there is a scratch.
When did you print this? Like, has this been
morning.
recent? Okay, I just
Yeah.
wonder how the odds have changed.
Well, Vickers in trouble, 25-1 odds. 25-1. Harry's Holiday, 66-1. Uncle Si, 33-1. Danza, 8-1. California Chrome. Samrat, We Miss Artie. General A-Rod. Vince Ramos. Wildcat Red. Opportunity is a scratch. Dance with Fate. Chitu. Metal Count. Tapature. Intense Holiday. Commanding Curve. Candy Boy. Ride On Curling. And Wicked Strong. I like to know how they get some of these
That
names.
could be your horse, Candy Boy.
Oh, I was thinking Wicked
I think
Strong.
Wildcat Red. I'm going Wildcat Red and Tapature today.
So give us a call, 737-3791. Tell us who you like. The winner's going to win a pizza. So call us here, and we'll get you on the board.
Chris Graue.
Chris Graue's
sitting
in the
in with
house.
us. We got a big celebrity in the house. And here come the
Morning,
paparazzi. Look at him getting over here. Chris
the
Graue,
paparazzi, Jeff Ladd. How about that?
known to some as RJ. RJ, you got a lot of people call you RJ, or no? They know you by Chris. Is that just us old guys know you RJ?
The nickname's kind of stuck from high school, so it's more RJ than not.
It's all I've ever known you by, RJ.
Well, they don't page me here at the dealership as RJ. It's still Chris Graue. But when my daughter used to call here at the store, they'd page me Chris Graue, little voice, line 1.
Hey, hold on. We got to ask this question. Is it a good day to buy a car?
Always a good day to buy a car.
That's what we want. It's a pretty good day to buy a car.
Except on Sundays.
We got some new and we want to keep it that way.
Right,
Us Illinois car dealers need to stay closed on Sunday, Jim Oberwise. There's been a proposal.
Stick to the milk business, right?
Yeah, there's been a proposal that the blue law be repealed and not require to, but allow car dealers to be open on Sunday. And,
really?
Yeah, and I think that's sacred family time, and I think we need to leave it like that so
I agree.
The employees
Absolutely.
can spend time with their families and allow the general public to come in and be uninterrupted and browse the
And
lot
just
and
look around.
And then
Absolutely.
if they want to contact us on Monday, we'll be glad to serve them on Monday through Saturday.
Well, throw out anything else. You got any specials going on with Graue Chevrolet today? Throw it out first, then we're going to talk about this meet you got going on.
Well, there's a host of new incentives. They've really incentivized the new Silverado, the 14 all-new Silverado. Has got some pretty nice incentives on it. The Cruise has got a nice incentive on it, and there's nice cash back and rebates on most everything. We got a great selection. Actually, our Silverado inventory took quite a hit. We sold a record number of Silverados last month, and we've actually got quite a few holes down there. We sold twice as many.
I noticed that. I thought you had them sitting somewhere else, maybe.
No, but we got transports coming. We've got about 20 in production and in transit. We've got about 10 of them that'll be here within about the next 10 days or 2 weeks. We had a really, really good month last month. Just this year has been just fantastic. They keep talking about the recession. Not in Logan County. Our business is just, we're on pace for a record year this year. Business is good. The selection's good. Our remodeling on our dealership is pretty well done.
Well, it's these farmers, and I know you're listening out there, and you heard me say that. Hey,
got it.
How many cars you got out? Like, what is your inventory? I mean, come close?
Yesterday morning, I think I looked, and we had 247 in inventory.
247. That's a
Retail.
lot of nice rides out here.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
We have quite a nice selection. We got full-size Chevy pickup trucks, Equinoxes, Cadillacs, Buicks. Boy, the Chevy Equinox, the entire time I've been in the car business, which has been my whole life, the Equinox has been the best-selling vehicle for the longest period of time that I've ever seen. We'll get 6 of them in, they'll be gone in a week. We get 10 of them in, they're gone in 2 weeks.
Now, the Equinox, that's kind of a little SUV, is that correct?
It's considered
Like
a compact sport utility crossover.
Okay.
Is it a fair question? Do you sell more used or do you sell more new?
No, we sell more used.
Used, yeah. People like that. Get that a little bit after it's been depreciated out, or no?
Well, it's there's advantages and disadvantages to buying both, but
well, the smell is one of the advantages to buying
sure,
new.
you betcha.
Absolutely.
Love that smell, but it wears off.
You betcha. Well, the smell on a used one can be a disadvantage too, depending on who drove it first.
Yeah.
But
Always have trouble selling mine. I wonder if that's
Because they
it.
stink.
I think we still got your trade back there from a couple years ago, Joe.
Can't get rid of it.
Can't leave the
Exactly.
ham sandwich in the back seat, Joe.
That's funny.
Smells.
Well, tell us a little bit about what you got going on out here today, because I'll tell you what, it smells good. You got a lot of people out here.
Absolutely.
Good
Well,
stuff.
we Ken Tappendorf, who's a local barbecue
Sure.
cook, has competed in our contest a couple, 3 years downtown, and he approached me, year and a half ago, asking if we'd consider doing a locals only cook-off where the general public could come in and sample food from the cooks, because downtown we're not able to serve to the general public. We have vendors downtown, but one of the most common question we get from the general public is, why can't we sample the competitors' food? When a KCBS competition comes to a town, the competitors that come that are on the professional level are there to compete. They're not there to vend. These guys come, they set up, they cook, and they turn in their entries to be judged by certified judges. It's a whole nother layer of effort and preparation to actually serve to the general public. We have 4 barbecue vendors downtown. There's Sue Jones.
And she's a big deal, just like her husband.
Yes, she is. Even bigger, I think. But anyway, the biggest question we get is, why can't we sample the competitors' food? So we decided to do this event. We're doing a People's Choice judging where we're going to have pork loin and chicken available. The general public can come in, and for a $5 contribution to the Humane Society, you can come in and get 10 samples of pork loin, and then another $5, 10 samples of chicken.
Wow.
And it's going to be, I think once you go through the line once, I'd be surprised if anybody can go through and actually, you're going to get more than your money's worth. And 100% of the proceeds, every dime that we take in today, goes to the Humane Society.
Wow, awesome. And what time does that start?
That starts at 11 o'clock, and that
Okay.
runs till 1. And then each one of the competitors are going to turn in a blind box to be judged by KCBS judges, and then also pork loin will be turned in at chicken at 12:15, and then pork loin at 12:45, and then the awards will be at 2 o'clock.
Wow. I'll tell you what, and you got a great turnout of these guys. I'll tell you what, if this is something you're going to have yearly, I bet it's going to grow.
Well, we've put a lot of effort into this thing. It's a tremendous amount of work to put this thing together. I've got a really good team of employees here and some other guys that help us with the
You
competition.
want to throw any names out there or no?
Well, sure, you betcha.
Throw them out there.
Tub Baker's here. He's taking care of the judging. One of my buddies from the KCBS Cookoff, Rick Jansen's kind of helping with the People's Choice competition. And then all my department managers help put this thing together. Dave Osbin helping, John Radloff, Dave Renfro, Ron Zerkhammer.
Get anything
Henry
out of
Linares.
CC or no?
Todd brought donuts in.
Oh, well, there you go. What about Robert, Jimmy Bishop? Does he help out on any of this?
Yes,
What about
actually-
Courtright over there?
Well, I've got my cooking team here with me, which consists of Jim Bishop, Todd Courtright, and Mark Schoonover.
The Schoonover in there too.
We're RJ's bow tie barbecue team. We're competing.
They
too.
the favorites?
Well, we've
Boy,
got some.
I think so.
We've got some pretty staunch competition over here in the Ritterbusch camp and the Tappendorf camp, Brad
Sure.
Lockhart, and there's some pretty good competitors here. So we'll see what happens. Jim Bishop and I have decided that any prizes that we would win, we're going to donate to the Humane Society.
All
so
right, well, excellent.
we will accept any title that we get. So reserve grand champion or grand champion, first, second, or third in one category we're going to take. But if we win any money or win any prizes, we're going to donate them to the Humane Society.
And again, we'll have your big barbecue cook-off this summer during the Balloon Festival. You want to put
August
a little pump in
22nd,
on it?
23rd, we expect to have we're thinking we're going to have close to 70 competitors downtown with
Nice.
the KCBS competition and also the backyard. The backyard we think is probably going to grow by 50 or 100%.
And I know you and I have been in these meetings talking about it, but what you said something the other day, number 2 in the state of Illinois?
Yeah, second highest paying contest in the state of Illinois.
Really?
We have a $15,000 combined purse. Actually, it's like 15.7 because of the backyard. We really don't count that with the KCBS competition. But we're really good friends with a guy down in Southern Illinois by the name of Mike Mills that runs a contest, and he has the highest paying private contest in the state of Illinois at $17,000. And I have a lot of respect for Mike, and I'm happy staying at 15.
Absolutely. And, you know, speaking of prizes, here comes Billy Gossett.
There's Mr. Gossett. I think he wants on the radio next. We are fantastic.
Hey, RJ, well, thanks for popping on. Thanks for having this. Thanks for what you're giving back to the community.
Absolutely.
And again, you know, thanks for the barbecue you bring down here during the Balloon Festival. That's a big deal.
It's a lot of fun. I had no idea when we threw our hat in the ring for that deal 4 years ago that it would get as big as it would. The community has certainly embraced it. We've got a lot of really good sponsors. State Bank of Lincoln's our executive sponsor. Cisco sponsors all of our ancillary, our judges, and our cooks' amenities. Sheely Trucking, my brother-in-law Brad, Stuffteria Pizza, and shoot, I'm missing one. I'm forgetting one there. Oh, and Croft Fertilizer, Mark Gordon.
Gordy. Yeah, he does. He knows about meat.
Yeah. Oh, yes, he does.
Yeah, yes, he does.
Yes, and actually, you know what? He's actually on a pretty high level with that cattle breeding program that he's on. He's done very, very well for himself.
He stopped in the office the other day, and that's like I sent him a card when I saw that in the paper and said, "Congratulations, I have no idea what this means." I told him we're going to have to go to lunch. He's going to have to explain that to me. I don't understand what that means, but he's a big deal.
He is a big deal.
From Middletown.
From Middletown. He's actually serves on a national beef breeding board and has done very well with the breeding stock that he has out in Middletown, and he's done well. I'm happy for him. I've known that boy since first grade.
I was going to say, in spite of his dad, he's done well.
That's right.
I know his dad's not listening. He's not up this early.
That's right.
You like throwing people under the bus. Well, Chris, thanks
so
for
somebody will tell him about it.
Thanks for stopping by. We'll be here throughout the day. I'm sure you get on with these guys later. And
all right. Well,
it gets down to the nitty-gritty here.
Some of the other people that have helped us with the contest. Charlie Lee at Lincoln IGA was very instrumental in helping us get all the meat and getting all the supplies arranged. Mark Lambert from Sweet Swine of Mine Distributing down in Olive Branch, Mississippi, helped us get our grand prize trophy. And Royal Oak Charcoal, I can't thank those guys enough for the assistance that they've given us with the contest downtown, and they also helped us a little with this. And I have a personal favorite, and it's definitely Royal Oak Charcoal. Good stuff.
All right. Hey, you know what? You did all that off the top of your head. I'm proud of you.
I did.
Nice job. You remembered
Where is
all
the
that.
teleprompter anyway?
Because you've got to be near 40.
Maybe. Second time around. All right.
Thanks for popping on, RJ. Chris Graue out here at Graue Chevrolet. And
Thanks
it
for
is
coming.
what? A good day to buy a car, right?
It's always. You know when the best day to buy a car is? Today.
Today.
There you go.
Always today.
All right, Chris, thanks for stopping by. We need to take another commercial break. We'll be back here in the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM, WLCNonline.com.
Rock us out, Jim. Bring us on in. Look at us. We only had long hair.
Welcome back to the Cheap Seats, 96.3 FM, streaming live on the web 24/7, WLCNonline.com. We are at Graue Chevrolet Incorporated for their barbecue cook-off, and along with my sidekick Joe Ryan, we got Shane Alley, and Shane is a judge that travels all over state of Illinois and judges these competitions.
Absolutely.
Now, is it just because you like to eat, or?
Well,
I know you like to eat.
It started off because I like to eat.
Right, and you've become an avid barbecuer yourself, and it's just kind of brought you into this. What? Explain what a judge does and how he goes about judging this competition.
Well, the first thing you got to realize is you can't judge that barbecue with anybody else's. Like, oh, my brother-in-law's is better than this. Mm-hmm. You have to judge that piece of meat for what that piece of meat is worth on the scoring scale. Mm-hmm. And then same way with the second box, you judge that meat. You don't compare the two or with anything else but with what you score it with. Taste, tenderness, and obviously the look of it.
Now, on these samples, I mean, obviously you have how many out here? At least 10 that you have to sample today. And you have to do chicken and pork.
Yes, on a sanctioned event, a KCBS sanctioned event, it's 4 meats. It's chicken, ribs, pork, whether it's pulled or in medallion, and brisket. This event here will be chicken and ribs.
Chicken and, okay.
Ooh, my favorites.
Amen.
Let's get some barbecue sauce
Yes,
out.
sir.
That's right. Now, I noticed something out here, Shane, that you're going to see in the competition downtown later in August. You don't have to have that big, extravagant cooking grill.
Apparatus.
Yeah, there you go. That's the word I was looking for. It's a little bigger than my vocabulary.
Mine too.
I just put it together.
But, you know, you see a lot of these guys just with your regular backyard grill, which we're going to talk on a little bit later here. You don't have to have that big grill to compete in a competition.
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, the very first year we had our competition, the Up and Smoke downtown, the gentleman that won the chicken category did it on Weber, or a little bitty bullet.
Really?
And, yeah, and that's how he started, was on little bitty bullets. So no, I mean, when you see a competitor come in with a big rig that's $100,000, they're in it to win it. Don't get me wrong, but and trust me, you walk in with something like that, you're talking.
Scare me.
Yeah, it's impressive, and but no, it's you can do just as good on a Weber.
Well, now these would you consider these 3 that we can see here that our fans can't see because we're on radio?
Right.
Luckily, they can't see us.
Those are eggs, aren't they? They call those eggs.
Yeah.
Green eggs, yes.
Those are green eggs. And
Well, they're those.
Well, that
there,
one's red, so that'd be a red egg.
Well, actually, those right there aren't exactly the green eggs, because green eggs are all green and they don't change their color. They do make a generic brand in. I can't remember, one of the big department stores, lumberyards, sells them.
Lowe's or somebody.
Menards, I think it is, that sells an off-brand of the egg, and it basically works on the same.
Principle.
Yes, exactly.
Used a
Thank
big
you.
word.
There's
Good word.
another one.
Principal, that's because you were in his office all the time in high school for 5 years.
5 years.
No, it's 4. They wanted me out.
So what's a retail cost of one of those? You know what I mean? Like
The egg?
Yeah.
The big one is you're going to spend anywhere from $1,500 to $1,800
Holy
on a green egg.
Wow.
Those right there, I think, run roughly between $500 and $600, maybe $800. And the smaller green egg, they have smaller ones, the green egg, and those run about $800.
So I wouldn't do very good in this competition because I'm more of a turn that handle, push the button, and the flame comes on.
Yeah.
Well, that going on out here.
Yeah.
I switched to charcoal last year. I used to have a gas grill too. I will never own a gas grill
Yes, sir.
again.
Really?
Charcoal's the
It's
best.
just so
And
much
then-
easier.
And then
Not really.
You throw you a chunk of apple or some hickory in
some
there.
hickory, yeah.
And you won't go back to gas. I mean, you get that charred taste with gas, but you don't get that deep, rich
Well, you're
flavor.
right. I do like
I think
the
gas
flavor
tends
better.
to dry it out more.
It can.
And
Sure, you got to cook on a low flame, right?
Yeah.
we ought to get in this
And
competition.
that actually is the motto when it comes to these competitions. It's low and slow.
Yeah.
Low and slow.
Low. You gotta keep
You
it
got to
on
have a
low
lot
flame.
of patience. Yeah. hmm
You know, you ever cook out over there at that new pad of yours?
Oh yeah.
Hey, I want to
yeah.
compliment on your house out there.
Oh, I appreciate
for the
that.
fans. Well, it looks beautiful.
Thank you.
You've tore all those bushes out and revamped
Man.
stuff in the driveway. It looks very nice.
It was a long, hard road. A lot of sleepless nights.
a lot of work.
Amen.
You raised
Yeah.
the property values up out there.
I
You know what I mean?
about that, but we tried to spruce it up a little bit.
Well, it looks good. I notice it every time I'm out and around there. Looks good.
You want to plug your backyard barbecue real quick?
Absolutely.
Coming up for the Balloon Fest?
Absolutely. All those that are out there listening in the radio land.
There's
If
like 3.
Okay. Well, all 3 of you.
I'm
if
just
you're
kidding. We have a huge fan base.
Huge fan base.
If you
Well,
are-
you might want to plug it with the next guys because they have a bigger fan base than us.
Well, if anyone's out, interested in showing off their smoking skills, we do have a backyard competition. It'll be our 2nd annual, and it's during the Up and Smoke event, and actually our judging competition happens right after the pros are done, and there's huge prizes, and it's only chicken and ribs, and $75 for first place chicken or ribs, and $50 for second, and $25 for third. And the grand champion, who has the most points between the two meets, wins a free spot in the following year for the big dogs to compete with the big dogs. And I think that's a $275 prize right there. I think that's how much, $250 or $275 to get in on the big dogs, and they get to get in for free if they win the grand champion.
Nice.
So
Wow.
yep,
Very cool.
and they get a neat little nifty trophy. So
A trophy.
yeah,
Excellent.
that's even worth just trying it.
Yes,
Well,
absolutely.
nice job out here. I think this is a great event.
It is.
You know?
And it's a good cause too. I mean, it brings a good light on Graue Chevrolet. It promotes Humane Society, and it's just an all-around good time. It really is.
All right, Shano, thanks for stopping by.
Thank
and,
you.
Have fun tasting all these
It's
products later.
It's an arm-twisting.
My mouth's watering right now.
Yeah, it's.
We know you
horrible.
don't want to do it, so thanks for helping out.
All right. Well, thank you very much, gentlemen.
All right,
Enjoy
Shane.
your
All right.
day.
Yep,
Thank
we'll
you.
see you later.
Thanks,
Shane
Shane.
Alley. He is one of the judges out here for this competition, and he does several every year. He goes down to Quincy, and obviously he does downtown. So I think that'd be something neat to get into. But this is a sports show, and we haven't talked a lick of sports. So we'll wrap up the next 7 minutes. Just to update you what's going on.
I'll go ahead and ask the question.
Yeah, who won last night?
Did the Cubs win yesterday?
They did win yesterday.
See,
They
I can
beat the
play
Cardinals.
nice.
Yeah. Well, we say it now. We did the same thing a couple weeks ago. They win the first one, and then
Oh,
the next
yeah.
two. So
You know what?
we got to get it in when we can.
It's all about Major League Baseball making money. The
Right.
Cubs are going to win that game yesterday. Now they'll all come out in droves for the next two games, and the Cubs get beat.
Right.
So, it's all about Major League Baseball making money. Let's sell some beers, some hot dogs. Probably one extra person bought a Cub hat yesterday because they won that game. It's all about making money.
Well, we're really getting to Nick.
Look at Lenny
nitty-gritty
Turner
on the,
coming around.
As the season goes along, baseball, we'll get more detailed into it. Right now, it's still early. It's only May 3rd. Been playing ball for maybe 4 weeks or so, but the Cubs are already out of it. But anytime we can beat the Cardinals,
Mathematically.
Right.
Yeah, it's all right.
And then all you hockey fans out there, the Blackhawks defeat the Blues last a few days ago to advance to the second round. I know there's a lot of Blues fans listening.
Yeah, you're funny. I can't
you
say
are a
I'm
Blues
not diehard either way. I root for either one.
A lot of people said that was the best matchup. That should have been for the Cup. Obviously, that can't happen because they're in both same conference. But that was a good matchup, a good rivalry. The Blues are really turning it around. They've got a good program going on there, so look for them in years to come. I
saw Colorado lost at home
to the Wild. You see that?
Were they up 2 goals and got beat?
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah, that was Game 7. So that's who the Blackhawks are playing now. They played them last night, the first game of the second round. Got out to a 2-0 lead, and I was watching. I kind of fell asleep a little bit, and I woke up, and it was 3-2. So I don't know what happened there, but then we Blackhawks ended up winning 5-2 to win the first game of that series, and they played them last year too, the Wild in the second round and beat them.
Minnesota Wild. I like that name.
Minnesota Wild.
That's a good name.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Hockey has some of the best uniforms. Like that Blackhawk emblem. That's cool. Colorful. They have some cool stuff.
Yeah, that's been. I've had people ask me, are they going to have to change their logo? With all the things going on now with the Redskins and that going on now, is this going to be an issue for the Blackhawks? I think it's only an issue if you make it an issue. I think if the guys over in Redskins camp would have handled that situation a little different, it wouldn't have been an issue. But I don't see it happening.
But there's so much of it going on. The controversy of it all, and even close to home, the Chatham changed from the Redskins to the Titans.
So it's a little easier to do that for a high school because obviously they're not bringing in the income and the change that these professional sports do. But it really all started, I think, with Illinois when they made them change. They wouldn't let them use the Chief Illini wick. That's where I think it all started and just kind of rolling down there. But there's several sporting teams out there with them.
I've always wondered how Taylorville got to keep theirs because, let's face it, tornadoes do a lot of damage. They take lives. They rip through things. And No, we've never heard any static about that.
Well, now we will. Thanks, Joe.
We're stirring up controversy over here.
Oh, the Cyclones.
Sure.
What's a cyclone do? I mean, they're not friendly.
No, they're not friendly. We'll call Kenny Leonard and talk to him about that. See what he's got. See what he says.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, there's going to be controversy, no matter what you do. And if you look around, there's all kind. The Florida State Seminoles. I mean, they're everywhere.
We're all right here with the rail splitters.
Yeah, we're good.
No damage done there.
No damage done there. Any other sports? I guess we're not going to have any callers today. People are probably out doing yard work, so we've only got 3 minutes left, and we're trying to get the Kentucky Derby today. Talk a little bit about that.
So who's your pick on the Derby? I'm going to give you 2 horses.
You're going to give me 2?
I mean, I've already spanked you on the what did I win? Where I was exactly correct.
The
NCAA tournament. Yeah, I'll beat you on this too. I'll tell you, I'm going to jump on top of Wildcat Red. I'll bet he finishes ahead of whatever horse you pick.
What'd you say? Wildcat Red?
Yeah, you got to be listening.
Wow, you like Wildcat Red.
I'm taking Wildcat Red. He'll finish ahead of whoever you pick, so go ahead and
16-1.
Go ahead and pick the top horse.
I'm going with Uncle Si. How can you not go with Uncle Si?
I'm good with that. You should have went with Candy Boy.
Especially if they put a beard on him and let him run around the track.
And they may. You never know.
That would be cool. But I don't really, I like watching it, but I don't really gamble on it because.
What time is the Cub Cards to play today?
I'm sure it's afternoon. It is a 1:20.
A 1:20 game?
1:20 game.
Beautiful day for baseball.
Yes, sir. It would
be. Good day to buy a car.
Good day to buy a car.
Insurance.
Sure insurance.
Furniture. What else we have on there? We've left out some sponsors.
Yes. Oh, well,
we haven't went through a lot of them.
Speaking of sponsors, we do have a brand new sponsor to the show, Lincoln Printers. So I'd like to thank them. Anytime we get a new sponsor, it has to make you feel good because you're doing something right. So I'd like to thank.
Or some sales reps doing something right.
Yeah, Jeff Ladd over here, he got the sponsor, so we'd like to thank Lincoln Printers.
He's sitting in the shade over here.
He is.
Kind of a shady character, I think.
Shady. Some other, obviously, Jake's Furnishings, Jim Grimaldi Criminal Defense, the Christian Village, Eaton Corporation, St. Clair's Manor, Lincoln College, Fricky Calvert Schrader Funeral Homes, Community Action Partnership of Central Illinois, Schneider Chiropractic Center, Blow No Smoke, Joe Ryan Country Financial.
It's a good day to buy insurance.
Well, you're not even open, so how are you going to buy it? You're sitting here with me. Liberty Village of Clinton, Lincoln Hampton Inn Hotel, the Greenside Grill located at the Elks Country Club. They're now open to the public. That's a new one, too. That's a new sponsor, so thank them.
Hey, look who's rolling through here now, the urban cowboy, Brad Luckhart. Look at him go.
And he's with Nut Hill Hatchery.
Nut Hill Hatchery's own barbecue sauce out there.
And you can start buying that barbecue sauce at IGA, if I understand correctly, Jim. And I haven't tried it, but I'm going to.
The urban cowboy.
JoJo. JoJo. Next week we'll be at your place.
Back downtown.
You going to be there?
Absolutely.
What kind of festivities are going on down there?
I don't know. We'll have something together. I don't know if we'll have people dancing or music going or something. There'll be something going on. So make sure you drive downtown. Probably have Nick Gazzardo. We'll see him riding around again doing nothing. You know what I mean? He just goes out and rides around, does nothing, collects a paycheck from his dad. He told me not to say anything about him on the radio, so I'm not going to.
We will not mention Nick's name today.
We're done with that.
Yeah, as always, you can check us out on Comcast Channel 5 for all these, high-quality, spectacular shows that we do.
High quality. That's what it is.
Absolutely. So check those out on anytime and always on the web, WLCNonline.com. And also thanks to Hampton Inn for sponsoring our pastries and coffee. So,
and they're still working on cars out here at Graue. They're in and out of here.
Business doesn't stop. But our show is coming to a stop. Jim and Jeff number 2 are going to be taking over, so stay tuned. I'd like to thank you for tuning in. And tune in next week, and we will be at Joe Ryan's Financial Services or whatever they do.
Country Financial.
Country
there
Financial.
There you go.
Well,
You got a lot of stuff going on up there in that.
There's a lot of stuff to read.
Yours.
Yeah, we're going to have to. Of what?
That peanut up there.
Yeah, it's full of knowledge. All right, that's going to do it for us. Stay tuned for Jim and Jeff number 2 as they continue the broadcast here at Graue Chevrolet for their barbecue invitational. Thanks for tuning in. This is the Cheap Seats, 96.3 WLCNonline.com.